Hello and welcome to Outlaw Kingdom. Wow. So, I am making a strategy auto-battler roguelike progression. So let's have a look at that game loop. My idea is that you choose adventure campaign, just like they do it in the game for the king. Next up, you choose your commander. Each commander comes with a unique unit, ability and passive. Then you have 10 days to build up your outlaw forces and attack the castle. So how do you do that? Well, you rob people. Every day you are given 3 different battle scenarios, each containing different enemies and different rewards. Of course, the harder the battle, the greater the reward. Now set up your ambush and wait for the right moment to strike. It is here that you will have your commander abilities to help you win the battle. After a successful robbery, you will return to your camp. It is here that you can build new buildings and recruit new units. You continue your robbery into the final day. That is where you have to conquer the castle. When you win the adventure or is defeated, you will receive outlaw experience that you can use to upgrade your outlaws or unlock new content for the next run. And that is the game loop. Now let's have a look at what I made this month. I started by blogging out how I wanted the world map to look. Of course, in the future it should be random generated. I made some small towns with tiny citizens in them. Then I went on to make the outlaw camp. I tried to make it look like they were having a cozy time at the campfire. My first attempt at UI was so ugly that it was considered modern art. That's pretty good. Yeah. Added some clouds at the end of the map, sparkled a lot of trees everywhere, and the big shiny red icon with a skull on it, well, that's the battle scenario. Clicking on it will show you the map, the enemies you will face, and the reward that you will get. You can now remove a single unit simply by shift-clicking on it. Now when you place multiple units in the same bush and one of them is pushed out, they will now be considered visible. I gave the enemy line of sight, so when it sees a unit inside its vision range that isn't hidden, it will now start combat. The line of sight will actually also check if the enemy unit can actually see the bandit. If the bandit is hidden behind an object, it will not be able to see it. When the enemy have defeated all your visible units, they will continue on the patrol just like they did before. With the implementation of the line of sight, you can now place the units really far away and start the attack, and the enemy units will first react to them when they come in line of sight. Pretty nice. I made additional maps. First we have the T-shaped map, next up we have the river map, and lastly we have the hill map. Additional map will of course be added. Here is your camp. You're only given 2 building slots, meaning you can only choose 2 of all the buildings each playthrough, so think carefully. It is also in your camp that you can recruit new units. Later I realized it would also be nice that if you could sell the units as well, if you have too many rogues and you want some poachers. Now don't get too attached to this camp, as I'm going to rework it. A bunch of new units have been added to the game as well, so now it's no longer bandits robbing bandits. So apparently when you give the units the wrong skeleton mask, they become tiny angry little goblins. It looks like that ogre had a little too much to drink, but who can blame him? He's about to get robbed. It was about time to actually get sound into the game, so I used a lot of time freaking out Fmod. So, next time there should at least be sound in the game. If you liked the video, smack that like button, and if you want to follow along for more videos and stuff, well, hit that subscribe button. And, that's it. Thank you for watching, and hopefully I will see you next time. Bye. And for anyone who wants to know what this is, it's a microphone in a sock. We're really high tech over here.